found out, I've been dating my father for almost 4 months.
Found out my wife is pretending to be a black man on Reddit.
Bring it up on. Soon everyone will know he's been messing with his stepmother and stepsister.
Did I break up with my boyfriend? I, 14F, have been with my boyfriend, 28M, for
I was accused of grooming my partner of 5 years because of our age gap.
Reddit is a dumpster fire with crazy people. Let's get into it.
My wife and I have been married for 5 years, but our relationship began when I was 23 and she was 13.
Nah, bro. Right off the bat, nah, there's no way, bro.
But our relationship began when she was 13 and I was 23. I immediately moved overseas to complete my master's and also found a small teaching position at one of the more competitive middle schools in the city where I was studying. For the sake of anonymity, I'll call my wife Lily. One day towards the end of the school year, Lily and her mother came and found me after school to ask if I could tutor Lily privately. As I needed the money and Lily was so fun to teach.
What's he mean by fun to teach? That makes me a bit uncomfortable, I'm not gonna hold you.
They would invite me out to dinners, short outings around the city, and so on.
Nah. He got invitations from the parents. There's no way.
But they were relentless. Her parents' trust in me became almost absolute. They would occasionally be absent during our lessons, so Lily and I spent a fair amount of time alone.
Where's the part where we're supposed to defend him?
Months went by and I started feeling a strong connection with her. Her entire outlook was well beyond her age. At first,
Nope.
I told myself
Nope. Oh, she's very mature for her age. Nope.
it was a sort of elderly brother's care that I was feeling or a fatherly instinct, but I was clearly in denial that I could be attracted to someone so young. One evening, we got on the topic of cooking and it turned out she had never learned to cook anything before. So, I thought it would be a great opportunity to teach her vocabulary for a new setting. We went into the kitchen and I taught her to make scrambled eggs, so I stood behind her and guided her hand in the proper motion. Then, she turned around in my arms and kissed me deeply. I was too shocked to do anything and just accepted it. We stood like that for a few more seconds, kissing slowly, then I came to and pulled away. She immediately began apologizing as apparently I had a very concerned look on my face, but to my surprise I had enjoyed it very much despite simultaneous
Nah.
I told myself I should have kept our relationship more professional, but looking back, I don't think anyone can really say there was anything unhealthy about it. At our next lesson I told her that I was in fact attracted to her and willing to see if we could get away with it. Someone of that age is too easy to manipulate and can often be too scared to speak up when they feel uncomfortable. So I told her that she had complete power over where things went. Now, let me say that before her, almost all of my previous relationships had been with older women and I had never been attracted to anyone underage before, needless to say a middle school girl. The lessons continued as before, but after a while we would take advantage of the time alone to fool around a bit. Then once she was in college we started openly dating. Finally, we married soon after she had finished university. I know that if most people knew about it, we, and I especially, would be looked down upon. I don't feel guilty, but I am bothered that we have to lie or feel embarrassed about our history because really, we both find it very romantic. Anyone who intentionally preys on children should be apprehended, but in cases like ours, people need to be reminded that there are gray areas out there. I really want to know what people think about a relationship like ours. Whether you want to criticize or support us, please explain why you feel the way you do and what moral framework you are coming from.
Okay. My thoughts. Plus 2 points for asking for consent and all that, but like, if you felt like things were getting a little too close, and it made you feel uncomfortable, rightfully so, might I add, why didn't you just pull yourself away from the situation? Give up some excuse to disappear or something like that. This is pretty much a crime, bruh. I don't know what he expected to get from this. Honestly, he should stay anonymous. Please stay anonymous. Bro, you celebrate birthdays, and then you have that one friend that goes to both parties, and then they're looking at the age, and they're like, hold up. When did y'all say y'all met? And then they do the math, and it's like, oh. Yeah, officer, I got an address. Just lock them up. Don't even ask them what they did. Don't do no due process, just straight to jail. Alright, moving on to the next video.
What action changed the course of your life for the worst? I accidentally got my sister pregnant.
Why are we starting off like that? We could just end the video right there. There's no way. There's no way.
Close in age, I'm 22, she's 25, so we got to experience a lot of life things around the same time. Because of that,
Honestly, I see that the sister is like 3 years older. It's different.
we became best friends super early on. Growing up, I was absolutely never attracted to her in any sort of way. My sister's longtime boyfriend asked her to marry him.
This is not on some elementary school type stuff. This is like deep in adulthood.
It was one of the biggest days of my life seeing my best friend marry the man of her dreams. There was a lot of alcohol there and I definitely drank my fair share. The party ended around
Uh-oh. You throw alcohol in the mix. Alright. The story's starting to make sense.
10 p.m. My sister and I were both pretty drunk and took an Uber back to her house about 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Her husband works long hours and was unable to take off work this day, and by the time we got home he was already asleep in their bedroom. We decided to go in.
He was in the house? Yo, alright. He was already in the house.
We were both pretty drunk at this point and it was getting pretty late. I had to pee and told her I would be right back. When I walked back into the room, my sister was laughing. Funny when she admitted, I somehow managed to go 22 years without seeing your peep. I was super confused.
No, this one, this can't be real. Would it be worse if they did it with her partner in the same home, or would it be worse if they did it in their bedroom? I need someone to have a debate on that in the comment section.
And sort of embarrassed. She told me that she could see into the bathroom mirror which reflected where I was standing to pee. Well, was it worth the wait? I said, drunkenly laughing with her. Just like that, the mood of the room completely changed.
Where in the plot did the affection come in? Because mind you, alcohol breaks down those walls that stop you from doing wild stuff. If anything, it just brings out your true intentions. And out of the blue one night, because both of you are drunk, you just think to sleep with each other. Yeah, that's beyond me, honestly. All right, we're gonna get into the next one. Hey, if those were the last two, let's see what this next one has to offer us.
What is your silent, unseen act of personal defiance? When a kid is being a brat in a noisy and public area, I casually get close to them and fart on their head/face.
Oh, a fart joke. A fart joke. Okay. Okay, I actually have a little story. This one summer, some of my cousins came over. One of them was a little boy. Something about him was annoying me. Something possessed me to run up to him, jump up, grab his head, put it to my butt, and then just fart and walk away. Bro, that man started crying and I don't blame him. I'd be pissed. And the thing is, there's nothing he could do about it. One, I'm bigger than him. Two, I'm older than him. Three, bro, it all happened so fast, no one had any time to react. Yeah, he went to go tell his parents, but do you know how absurd the story is? Like, it made no sense. So they didn't even call me. That, like, we kept that under wraps. But it's okay, because he got his lick back. Something happened, like he broke something, but his parents took him to the guest room. You know, they definitely, like, they must have tag team, went round for round on him or something. Because, bro, about 30 minutes later, I see him just chilling on the steps. Like, he's laying down on the steps, arms on the back of his head, and he's looking up. And I'm like, yo, like, what's up? Like, you good? I know what happened, but, like, you know, I need to hear it. He's not saying anything. And at that point, I go down the steps. The way the steps are set up, it's like you have the steps, and there's a railing by the wall, but then this side doesn't have anything to it. So it's like, I walk up to the part where it's like, my head is eye level to him, and he's still like leaning like this, right? How annoying. Alright, anyways, back to the story. His hands are still, like, he's still, like, laying down, looking up in the ceiling. I'm really thinking, like,
man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Out of nowhere, just as fast as I farted in his face, no, faster, he gets up, fist in the air. He's looking down on me. I'm looking up at him. I don't even have the time to react. Bro, fist balled up. I make eye contact with him. His fist just comes straight down, hits me in my left eye, and then I drop. Now I'm looking up at the ceiling, and I'm thinking, damn, this is what I get for farting in his face. He left me impressed. that technique, that form, I'm not gonna hold you. I had to appreciate it. I apologized. I told him I'd walk away, and that's exactly what I did. I went to my room and I stayed there for like a good hour because I was like, you know what? He probably doesn't want to see me. So moral of the story, don't fart in people's faces.
This little Mexican 5 to 7-year-old with a mohawk was being an insufferable little shit in the action figure section. I already bought that one for you and you broke it by throwing it down the stairs. Shut up. I need IT. It's the only one I don't have now.
Already. And honestly, so far, I don't blame him. Face full of doo-doo gas.
At the time, I was on a strict Chipotle carnitas burrito diet, and while
No.
I inch a bit closer to my prey, the kid gets on his hands and knees and starts taking the toy out of the box. I position my back towards him and his head is down, getting frustrated.
No, he heard the kid from afar, and he thought of this whole plan of how he was going to attack, and he's executing it.
Today I couldn't help myself. I have my head tilted back looking at this kid out of the corner of my eye, to ensure accuracy. I'm so close.
Oh, he wanted to watch. That's crazy.
And the look on this child's confused and naive face. The initial blast was mighty and boisterous. I swear I saw his hair blowing in the wind. It went from a joyous, dry air horn squeal to a nefarious, hissing mephitis.
Did he poop on him?
It lasted about 4 seconds, but for that kid, it must have seemed like time was frozen. The long-term severe brain damage which he no doubt suffered, only added to that effect. And taken the words out of his mouth and filled it with fart. The only thing the kid could manage to do was burst into tears. The mom turns around to see her kid with an open toy, crying on the floor. She walks up to him and asks what's wrong, but
the kid was crying before, so nothing changed. But wouldn't she have heard the fart though?
I was almost around the corner when the mom goes, "Excuse me, sir, did you just fart on my son?" The mom is puzzled as to what to do and says, just go. That's my cue. I turn around.
I would have thanked the man.
Walk away with little extra step. All the stories on Reddit about unjustly having to register as ASX offender flash before my eyes. We laugh on the car ride back about the whole scene. My friend asks me, "Do you do that a lot?" Not that much. Like once every 6 months or so. We both knew I was lying. Overall, I would say it was a pretty good day.